The reason why I left SM was because yung grandmother ko, lola ko, tsaka stepdad ko, they all passed away while I was at work. So every time tumatawag po ang nanay ko sa akin, pag nakikita ko tumatawag siya, medyo traumatic experience. Parang naaalala ko yung nangyari sa akin kasi lahat ng news na may namatay na mahal ko sa buhay over the phone. Lesson dyan is you have to fail fast. Kaya dapat nag-experiment tayo agad. Di ba? You have to fail fast, catch mistakes before they become costly. Diba? So, SM North EDSTA, ganito ng pandemic, 25,000 to 30,000 per day. Yan, maba yung pila. Yun ang beta natin. During the pandemic, 500 pesos. Masakit? Hindi. Masakit kasi next slide, ang pasweldo namin 600. Ang benta mo 500. Compute mo, sobrang lugi mo. Fail fast. Catch mistakes early, change course tomorrow. Okay? Kasi kung hindi, mahal po mag-continue ng business with mistakes.
Branch into a thriving nationwide chain of 16 plus low-pay students in Calgary. His story is not just about business. 5 years after mounting the daily detox, his old best friend, losing 80 pounds, using the very uses he created, transforming a personal health journey into a powerful brand truth. Today, he carries that story as a detox scheme, inspiring Filipinos to reset their health, their finances, and their lives. With over 11 years of hands-on experience in the wellness and food and beverages industry, Energy leads two distinct business units under the Daily Detox, a growing franchising company actively scaling toward 100 branches nationwide, portfolio of company-owned stores. This dual-routing franchise model combines physical store operations with e-commerce fulfillment, has positioned the Daily Detox as one of the most saleable wellness brands in the Philippines. And today, it's equally at home, speaking to aspiring entrepreneurs like you guys, health advocates, and franchise investors. He brings real lovers, real circles, and real results in every conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome in front, Mr. Well Silver, Arevalo.
Hello. Thank you, sir, for that wonderful introduction. Ano? Kanina pa tayo, no? 4 p.m. na. So, sisiguraduhin kong mas matagal ang, ang ating talk, alright? So, yeah, I'll just tell you, no, pagka next slide. Alright, sige. So, from one store to a franchise, how building a business changed my life. Alright, yan ang title natin. So, I will be sharing with you the hard lessons, alright, the costly mistakes that I had learned and I had experienced. By the end of this talk, you should be able to decide if you want to start your own business or just get a franchise. Alright? So, may mga students, no? Ano yung course nyo? Anong... Tourism. Alright. Meron ba dito nga, gusto nyo ba mag-business or okay lang yan? Kasi may share ko na mga experience, definitely makaka-relate din kayo, no? Franchise owners or business owners, mga would-be franchisees, that's good. Miss Rachel, hello, one of our franchisees from the Daily Detox. Man. Sige. Next slide na natin. So nasabi ko na yung yung ating hook for you. Now, I want you to think back to an exam, lalo na may mga estudyante dito. Kapag may exam kayo, nasa over 60, no? Tapos 59 ang natama nyo, may one mistake. Anong una nyong tinitignan? Or ano yung una nyong talagang pinoproblema? Di ba? Yung one mistake, di ba? Tama? Hindi mo naman sinasabi na, wow, 59, natama ako, ang galing-galing ko naman. Grabe ang tali-talino ko, yes. Hindi ka ganun, di ba? You always focus on your mistakes. No? Doon talaga nag-i-air yung ating, kumbaga, interest and curiosity. Bakit ka nagkamali, di ba? You wanna know why. So, next slide, please. So, we don't remember the correct answers, right? We remember the red marks, the mistakes, mga pagkakamali natin. Di ba? And yun ang gusto kong i-share sa inyo dahil yun lang din ang naaalala ko. Okay? So, next slide. So, business is the same. Okay? The red marks are what shaped you. High school and college years, so yun kasi yung title nung sa atin How It Transformed My Life. So, bigyan ko lang kayo ng brief background. Yeah. So, when I was in high school, 4th year, OB Montessori in Green Hills, that's when I encountered the term social entrepreneurship. Social entrepreneurship, naintindihan nyo, di ba? As an entrepreneur, anong ginagawa natin? We bring something of less value from a certain place, di ba? We bring it to a place where it is valued higher. Basically, ang pagiging entrepreneur. So that's a classical entrepreneur. But a social entrepreneur is, nandun yung concept na yun na basically, ang core ng business mo is trying to help other people. So basically, parang meron kang grupo ng tao na mga mothers, for example, to give them livelihood, anong ginagawa nila? Gumagawa sila ng packaging for your business. Di ba? That's part of the business. That is a core function of your business. No? So, iba pa yung... But social entrepreneurship is, di ba? Yun nga, putting yung ganung help towards others as part of the business. Okay? Sige. Next slide. Ayan, so nung college, graduated from Ateneo de Manila University. Dahil wala naman akong mentor, ang nakausap ko lang yung attorney na pinsan ko. Sabi niya, mag-legal management ako. So, kayo yan, no? Mga students din, no? Makapagdaanan niyo yan na parang, teka, hindi naman para sa akin to. Di ba? So, ganun din ako. Legal management, tungkol sa mga kontrata. Di ba? So, parang hindi para sa akin to kasi parang bound ako by a form or by a mold. As an entrepreneur, ayaw natin yung may cap Diba? Gusto rin naman natin yung parang nakapag-explore tayo, may freedom tayo. Alright? So, ang naging course natin is I shifted to BS in Management, major in Communications, Technology Management, and I have a minor in Enterprise Development. So, kung sinong gusto magpa-consult dyan, pwede rin. We can start an SME. May skill set ako to start an SME to help others. No? Pero when it comes to mga big corporate settings, wala tayo doon. Okay? Next slide, please. Ito, college, ayan, nandito kami, na TV na rin. Meron kaming business. It's called Soul, the footwear that cares. No? So before kami mag-graduate, kailangan meron kaming operational na business that's also profitable. So, malaking tulong yun. And then we also won an award, Entrepreneurship or Entrepreneur Student Challenge, no? Where we got 100,000 pesos. So, yung mga ganyang training, malaking pasalamat ako because nandun kami sa environment na meron kaming mga mentors, di ba? Nandun kami sa environment na gina-guide kami. Di ba? Because I understand, most entrepreneurs, mga business owners, minsan walang guidance. Di ba? Tayo, minsan gusto lang natin mag-business. Pero paano? Diba? Yun ang mahirap. Sige, next slide please. So next, the SM years. Ayan. So I worked for SM for almost 5 years. Ayan. So ayan si Mr. Hansi. Siya po ang chairman ngayon ng SM Supermalls. So naging management trainee ako for SM. No? So a few months before graduation, meron na kaming yung sa job street Anong tawag nga ulit doon? Yung mga companies pupunta sa school mo.
Career.
Yeah. Career fair, parang gano'n. Thank you. Okay, perfect kayong lahat sa akin. So ngayon, nag-apply and then nakuha ko management trainee. So graduation end of March, and then April 15, started working. Okay? So, ganyan kayo, di ba? Minsan may mga paths kayo na iti-take. Tapos ano ba? Mag-work pa ako dito? Take ko ba to? Diba? Pero it will all lead to your vocation. It will all lead to your purpose. Kaya, relax lang kayo, diba? So, while I was at SM, I was already scouting kung ano yung mga concepts. Concepts kasi ang tawag sa mga restaurants, mga stores. Ano ba talaga yung mga nagiging patok? Diba? So, next slide please. So there, that's when I realized that health concepts were on the rise. 11 years ago na yan, health concepts were starting to pop up. Okay? Kaya siguro, pumutok ang buko juice noon. Kasi healthy naman ang buko eh. Diba? Nagbubuko juice ba kayo? There was a time in SM na hindi na tumatanggap ng buko concept. Bawal na kasi sobrang dami na. Diba? And then, kung papansinin nyo, yung mga street food concepts, sorry sa mga street food concepts, pero yung mga taho, for example, scramble, no? Hindi siya, parang may hype around it, makakapag-open ka, pero hindi siya tumatagal sa malls. So you have to understand also the psychology of the market. Kasi bakit? Fish balls, squid balls. Diba? Kasi sa labas, mura na ang fish ball eh. Squid ball eh. So why would you pay a premium, diba, sa loob ng mall? Eh kailangan i-cover talaga ng store eh, yung rental expense, may manpower expense, no? So habang tumatagal, mapapansin mo na nagde-dwindle down sila. So yun ang naging experience ko. So 11 years ago, na-start natin ng daily detox and it was ahead of the trend. Ayan. So, again, when it comes to health, it was also personal. Ayan. Kasi kung mapapansin, hanggang ngayon, parang medyo malaki yung ako. Lumaki lang ulit ako. I always had weight issues. Hindi ko maintindihan bakit kahit anong kainin ko, parang nagiging bloated ako or what. So, naging obsessed ako. And the reason why I left SM was because yung grandmother ko, lola ko, tsaka stepdad ko, they all passed away while I was at work. So every time tumatawag po ang nanay ko sa akin, pag nakikita ko tumatawag siya, medyo traumatic experience. Parang naaalala ko yung nangyari sa akin. Kasi lahat ng news na may namatay na mahal ko sa buhay, over the phone. Kasi nag-work ako. Dapat pumapasok ka kapag may holiday. Okay, anong meron? Yes, double pay. Okay? So next. I left, of course, thinking that I should be able to spend more time with my family. So next po. Lo and behold, the opposite happened. Diba? Because when you start a business, it will take so much of your time. So, when we started, ang aming mga products are, until now, no, are cold-pressed juices. Ito talaga ang mga una naming produkto. Okay? Ayan. Previous slide again. Sorry. Yeah. So it was only in Manila. 'Di ba? Sabi ko sa inyo, as an entrepreneur, minsan location din talagang importante. So because I was based in Pampanga, there was an opportunity for me to bring a similar concept to Pampanga. So I tried it, diba? I liked it, and we put our own twist to it. I remember 8 p.m. after work, pag-uwi ko ng bahay, ano ang ginagawa ko? Bitbit ko ang aking mga biniling prutas at gulay. Diba? Tapos sa bahay, doon po ako nag-juice. Nag-experiment ako. Alright? So pag nag-work tayo, lalo na sa mga students, diba? You work for a certain amount of time. Diba? But if you really want to do something, you do it after your work. Huwag na yung puro pasaya. Diba? Bata pa kayo, so habang malakas pa kayo, pagpuyatan nyo yung pangarap nyo. Alright? So yan. And then initially, ito yung mga 4 flavors namin. Iba na pangalan nila ngayon. Pero before, yan, Selfie Sunday, Throwback Thursday. Familiar, sa mga Gen Zs, familiar ba kayo dyan? Throwback Thursday. Alam niyo yun. Selfie Sunday, mga ganon. Nag-hashtag pa ba kayo ngayon? Hindi na kayo masyado nag-hashtag ngayon eh. Di ba? If you know, you know. Ganyan kayo eh. Di ba? If you know, you know. Paldo dito, paldo doon. Di ba? So, ganyan ang uso. No? Nag-post ka ng picture. Okay? So, yan ang flavors namin. And then, meron din siyang function. So, functional beverages kasi talaga sila categorically. So, Flashback Friday is good for the mind, for the brain, di ba? And so on. Selfie Sunday is good for the skin. Alright. So, next po. So, nasa SM pa ako actually nun, pero on my way out, I was already promoted to a senior level position. So, I asked the SM president for permission to open a store. No? Because I wanted to give back. Kung ano man ang naituro sa akin ng work ko, which was SM, minahal ko yung trabaho, no? Minahal ko yung company. Magkaroon ako ng business, ang unang branch natin, ibabalik natin kay SM. And so, yes, we opened in SM. Yan. So, ganyan. Nakikita niyo yung old logo. Ito, yan ang development yan. Ito yung mga initial prototypes or designs. No? Sige. Next, please. Yan. So, ayan. Meron din kaming food truck noon. Ito yung sa Clark, dyan sa food court. So, it was going well because people were already becoming healthy, but it was slow. No, slow yung benta. Kasi high price point yun. Mataas din ang cost. And probably not all of the market was ready. So slow moving siya. So next po. So there was a pivot, no? Next. During this time, 2017, food parks were opening. So, ang business was running mga 2+ years na. And then, nagkaroon ng opportunity for food parks. Na-realize ko, ang cold-pressed juices will not work there. Familiar kayo sa food park? Diba? Siyempre, mainit doon. Gusto mo lang naman uminom ng something cheap. Diba? So, cold-pressed, tingin ko hindi mag-work. So, next slide. So, 1 week before opening, diba, we made something new. We made a different product. Next slide. Ayan, so ito yung isa sa mga unang pictures. It was called the fruit-infused water detoxes. Okay? So, ano siya? Ang idea behind it was, sa isang jar, gusto ko may infuse yung lasa ng lemon, ng orange, no? Calamansi, cucumber. So that, pagtikim mo sa tubig, may lasa na. Okay? Na-realize ko, pag naubos pala yung jar ng tubig, tapos nirefillan mo ng tubig, wala na palang lasa yung susunod. Kasi hindi na infusan eh. Di ba? This is 1 week before the opening. So we had to change the process. How to assemble. Di ba? So again, pagdating naman sa flavors, it was deliberate na hindi lang siya lemonade. I didn't want it to be called a lemonade. Kaya minix ko with lemon and orange. Kasi ayaw kong maging lemonade stand tayo. Kasi pag lemonade ka, pag sobrang mahal ng lemons, tatamaan ka. Hindi mo pwedeng i-shift yung market na ito ang bilhin. Okay? Kunyari kami, may kalamansi ngayon, mura ang kalamansi. So we will shift the customers to buy kalamansi rather than lemons. Diba? Pag nagkaroon ng outage sa lemons, paano ka? Diba? So our branding was really about health. So again, we were scared, di ba? I was scared. I was hopeful. But I was also optimistic. Di ba? Kayo, Ms. Rachel, natakot ho ba kayo before kayo mag-open ng store? Ayan. Di ba? So ang sabi ni Ms. Rachel, hindi raw po siya natakot. Malakas sa loob niya. Malakas sa loob. Pero may konting takot. Totoo yun. Pagdadaanan talaga natin yan. Alright? So next. So soft opening namin dun sa food park. Ayun nga, the juices had no taste. Diba? Soft opening yan kasi yung landlord, pinapunta niya ang mga friends niya. I-test nyo nga, taste test nyo nga itong mga food dito. So yun. Taste test daw. Walang lasa. Naku, patay, sabi ko. Guys, soft opening to. The next day, grand opening. Imagine niyo. Next day. Brand mo to eh. Next. Sabi ng nanay ko, MJ, people will not buy if your juices don't taste good. Sabi ko, hindi. Kailangan healthy eh. Pag sobrang sarap, minsan hindi na healthy yun eh. Pero sabi niya, walang bibili niyan. Hindi siya nag-English ha, nagkapampangan siya eh. Sali ka ka. Ganun. May konting mura pa. Ayan. Sige, next. So sabi niya, add sweetness. Alam mo naman, alam mo yun, medyo malaki katawan mo, medyo takot ka sa asukal eh. Okay? Pero totoo naman, nilagyan namin ng sweetener, and guess what happened? Na ano pala ang lasa? Parang sumasabog siya sa bibig mo, parang pag lemon lang, squeeze, and then orange lang na squeeze, parang bland talaga yung taste. But with the sweetness, together with yung citrus flavors, nagiging masarap. And guess what? Sugar syrup ang gamit namin. Meron na rin kaming stevia ngayon. But ang sugar syrup is actually natural. Alright? Hindi siya, anong tawag nun? Sorry, puyat ako eh. Artificial. Okay? It's never kasi it's not artificial. Ang isang artificial, when you check the market, is high fructose corn syrup. Alright? Sweetener din yon, but it's artificially made from corn. Pag ininom nyo yun, lalo na kung diabetic kayo, mag-shoot up talaga ang sugar niya. Okay? So, yan. So, we tweaked here and there yung aming formulation, but the same recipe still applies to this day. Share ko lang sa inyo yung process, di ba? So, when we started, 60 pesos per cup. And then sabi ko, 3 times refills. Ngayon, pupunta kayo, may refill yun eh. Nasa 45 pesos na yun. But before, sige, 3 times ang refills. Pero guess what happened, guys? Anong nangyari? Kung ipaparefill mo 3 beses yung binibenta mo, anong mangyayari? Tama, malulugi ka. So the next day, I realized, nako, we were losing money. Kaso pinipilahan kami. Pinipilahan naman kami. Pero we were losing money. Di ba? Taas yung benta. Di ba? So ngayon, hindi ko lang kung makikita nyo, pero dahil hindi pa namin mapaprint agad, nakapaskil lang dyan, sulat kamay. Refills for only 10 pesos. Sipin mo yon. Oo nga, sabi ko, lugi tayo dun. Ayoko naman magpalugi dito. Di ba? So, next slide. Lesson dyan is you have to fail fast. Kaya dapat nag-experiment tayo agad. Di ba? You have to fail fast, catch mistakes before they become costly. Di ba? So, we started at 3 times refills, pero ngayon, refills for only 15 pesos. Yung price change namin, nangyari yan in a span of 1 month siguro. Okay? Next. Again, blockbuster hit. Next. Ayan. Oh, 2017 lang to. Ayan. Ito kami. No? Over there, sana nakikita nyo. Ayan, pinipilahan. Pinipilahan kami. Di ba? So, bakit kami pinipilahan? Diba? Maraming factors. Location was good. Yung tenant mix, okay din. Kasi parang kami lang ang nagsaserve ng healthy juices. Products were also good. Kasi alam ng customer pagka powdered. Alam din ng customer pagka natural. So apparently, gusto ng mga tao ang natural. Di ba? Sabi nga ng professor ko noon, a product should be able to stand on its own. Kahit walang packaging yan, kahit walang takip yan or what, pero yung produkto mo should be able to stand on its own. Di ba? So yan. Ayan, so nasa mga 6 digits tayo per day doon sa dami ng benta. So, matagal yun, tuloy-tuloy yun. Why? Kasi low price point tayo. and massive volume. Okay? So, ano ba dapat? So, pag pumunta kayo dyan, gusto nyo mag-franchise, yun ang iisipin nyo. Saan nyo ipoposisyon? Low price point din ba siya? Massive volume? Or high price point? Medium volume? Diba? Pwede rin namang high price point, pero massive volume. Diba? Perfect yun. So, next. I was the delivery crew. No? Ako yung nagbibit-bit ng mga prutas. Diba? Asukal. Tubig. Okay? Sige, next po. At midnight, yun po ang closing time ng food parks. Ako ang kukuha ng sales. Hihintayin ko matapos, sisecure ko yung sales. Dahil wala namang katabing bangko, wala namang bukas na bangko. So, ganun. Kinabukasan, the morning, bili ulit. Di ba? Mapapagod ka talaga. Pero ginusto ko yun eh. Di ba? I stayed disciplined, saved everything, used it to expand. Di ba? So dapat disiplinado tayo when it comes to your cash flow. So for 7 years, meron tayong 4 water detoxes and 4 cold-pressed juices. Isipin nyo guys, kasi minsan iniisip nyo kailangan mag-add sa menu eh. Pero guys, kami 4 flavors sa cold press and 4 sa water detox. Nakakasawa, di ba? Pero hindi. Titignan nyo si McDonald's and Jollibee. Meron lang siyang core sa menu niya. Jollibee, burger steak, fries, ice cream. Di ba? Pero after nun, anong dinadagdag niya? Kung ano-ano na. Si Jolly Hotdog pala, di ba? Si tuna pie. Minsan nandyan, minsan wala. Di ba? So, ganon. May core ka. So, you have to find what is your core product. Next. Ayan. So, expand, di ba? Malls, may small inline, may cart, kiosk, food park pa rin. Ayan. So, next. Quick question. Parang inaantok na kayo. Ano ba ang first car ng mga business owners? Lalo na pag nagsistart ka. Ano? E-bike? Walang benta yung business mo pag e-bike yun. Ha? Anong una? Ha? L300? Business owner ka na wala kang pake sa itsura mo. Ha? Kasi L300. Ikaw? Pick up? Nice. Pick up truck. Pick up truck. Diba? Kasi, bakit? Hindi ka makakapag-date pag naka-L300 ka. Di ba? Sabihin niya, paano ito i-date? Driver ka ba? Hindi, business owner ako. Di ba? Mahirap i-explain yun. Pero pag na-pick up truck ka, wow, masipag to. Sipag niya, no? Taga-bit-bit siguro to ng, prutas. So, next. Expansion. Ayan, yung mga first few expansions natin. Umabot na kami ng Manila, and then meron na rin kami sa Baguio. So, na-cover na namin yung sprawling to from Pampanga, Bulacan, Manila, hanggang sa Baguio, sa north. Yung Cabanatuan area, Olongapo, Dagupan, hanggang Baguio nga. Also, franchisees, we're already in back then. Pero operations manual, DIY lang nun. We were just figuring it out. So again, money was coming in fast. Okay? Ang pera, mabilis. Gusto niyo ba yon? Mga business owners. Oy, question ulit. What does a young entrepreneur do with fast money?
Invest.
Invest? Sabihin mo nga yun, invest.
Invest.
Hala siya. Invest? Yung mas totoong sagot. Spend. Okay, tama. With fast money, next, you buy fast cars and big bikes. Di ba? Fast money equals fast cars. Next. Wow! I love you! Next. Oy, grabe naman yan. Brum, brum. Next. Okay, so what did I do with them? Okay, ako personally, I'm bad at collecting. Wala akong collection. Kasi every time nakikita ko yung collection ko, ang tingnan ko, parang bakit pera ka na ba't hindi ka gumagalaw? So ang ginawa ko, I sold them, replaced them with a bigger SUV para may mabitbit akong gamit, and bought tama si Kuya, sir, anong name mo? L300? Adriel. Okay, Adriel, ang binili ko H100. Okay, so next. Yan, so yan, bumili na naman ng Montero. Bumili ng Terra. Bought a family car. And then, syempre, hindi enough yun. So, next ulit. Bumili ako ng Subaru STI. Manual speed. Manual. 6-speed. Diba? 2.5 liters. Turbocharged. Okay. Next. Bakit? Kasi pagka i-visit ko ang branches, gusto ko naka-sports car. Para may rason ako pumunta sa mga branches. Nakita niyo ba yung daan papuntang Tarlac? At saka papuntang, ano nga yung sa church? Yung Manawag. Di ba? Gugustuhin mo talaga mag-drive doon. Oh. So, next. And then, 2019 nga, I became a father. I was ready to retire. Let others run it. Focus ako sa family. Di ba? And next. Ano nangyari? Nung March 2020, COVID. COVID hit. The pandemic hit. Alright, next. Uy, tama kayo Next. Alam nyo, I still feel it up to now. It was very traumatizing. So, hindi exaggeration na pag sinasabi naming masakit. Next. Nung una, nabenta ko yung mga cars. But this time, hindi ko na nabenta yung mga natirang cars sa akin. Okay? Hinatak na siya ng bangko. Alam niyo ba yon kung paano yon? Nahatakin ng bangko? May pupunta sa bahay niyo. Ipirmahan niyo yung kung ano man yon. Sabi niya, kunin na po namin yan. Siya, masaya siya, pero ikaw malungkot ka. Weird yung feeling parang, ba't hindi tayo same na nararamdaman? Kasi pag bumili ka ng kotse, pares kayo masaya Yung ahente mo, tsaka ikaw Wow! Ito, papansin mo, malungkot ka talaga. Ayaw mo nga ibigay yung susi. Ayaw mo nga ibigay yung duplicate Yung duplicate, nasa akin pa. Di ba? Kasi isa lang kailangan niya para gamitin yun And then, of course, it's another business altogether. They'll have to sell it. Di ba? May papa-appraise nila, whatsoever. Di ba? Pero ang effect nun sa akin, malungkot. At the same time, may tama yung pangalan ko sa mga bangko. Right? Pag naglo-loan ka, pagka sole proprietor ka, definitely, tama yun. Pero mabubura mo naman yun after a while. Old-timers are scarred. Gusto ko lang share sa inyo, as business owners, old-timers are scarred. I'm considered an old-timer. So, what corporations do is they hire young ones. Like, kunyari kayo. Kasi hindi pa kayo scarred. Wala pa kayong mga peklat. Hindi pa kayo takot. So, ang ginagawa nyo, forward ang inyong decision-making pagdating sa business. Fearless kayo. Diba? So, yun. Gusto ko lang share yun. So, SM North EDSA, ganito ng pandemic. 25,000 to 30,000 per day. Yan, mababa yung pila. Yun ang benta natin. During the pandemic, 500 pesos. Masakit? Hindi. Masakit. Kasi next slide, ang pasweldo namin, 600. Ang benta mo, 500. Compute mo, sobrang lugi mo. Wala kang pambayad ng rent, wala kang pan. Alright? Bleeding. Diba? So, sige, next. Downsize to one staff, pero we refuse to leave because we might never get the spot back. Ganon kasi sa SM, marami nakapila. Kaya kailangan proteksyonan mo yung location mo. Next. Pampanga, it survived dahil walang MCQ, ECQ dito. Pero yung mga Manila branches, ang mga food courts were considered restaurants. Kaya pag may MCQ, ECQ, sinasara pati food court. Okay? Ngayon, sara bukas, yung customers, hindi nila alam kung kailan bukas ang mall. So kahit bukas kami, walang pumupuntang tao because there were no proper marketing channels sa social media or sa news, wala. Diba? So again, next. Ayan. But never say die. Never say die. Okay? Bakit? Next. Kahit di kami makapagbayad ng rent, for 1 to 2 years, ang SM, they gave us 75% off. Pero hindi pa rin namin mabayaran. Next. Yung Grab and Food Panda, 25 to 30% of gross, hindi kakayanin yan, di ba? Kasi ang menu namin wasn't designed or wasn't built for delivery at that time. Next. Why did we stay for so long? Kasi yung livelihood ng ating mga staff. Responsibilidad mo yan, di ba? You carry that responsibility pagka nag-decide ka na mag-business, mag-franchise. No? Next. So the hardest decision, we had to close 15 out of 20 branches ng time na yun. Okay? Alam niyo yung before ka mabangga? Alam niyo ba yung kwento na yun? Before ka mabangga, alam niyo ba kung ano yung nangyayari? Kwento nila? Magpa-flashback lahat. Buong buhay mo. Ngayon, paano natin alam to? Kasi yung nabangga, nag-survive. Okay? So, hindi siya namatay. Pero anyways, ganun. So, kami, before I hit send, nung isa-send ko ng email na we had to close down, nagka-flashback din. Flashback lahat ng openings, plannings, happy moments, low moments, lahat. Totoo pala yun, sobrang bilis. Tapos iiyak ka na lang. Di ba? So, next. Di ba? Flash yan. Memorize ko yung presentation ko. Next. During the pandemic, that is when we built the website. Ako lang nung time na yun because IT was too expensive. In demand kasi sila nung time na yun. Kaya taas nila mag-charge nung pandemic. Alright? So that is why the Daily Detox now is a dual revenue business. May online sales ka, and then meron ka ring offline sales. Next. So no one will buy one bottle from a website. And so, we again redevelop the cold pressed juices and turn them into reset kits. Yan. So 1 day, 2 day, 3 day reset kits. Alam niyo ba to? Ito yung 1 day, wala kayong kakainin, iinom lang kayo ng juice. It's called juice fasting. Alright? So it's effective for people who are trying to lose weight, di ba? Trying to reverse their health conditions. Yan. So again, it was born out of necessity. But now, it's our flagship. Kasi mahal tong mga kits. So, yan, full circle. What almost killed the business, built its biggest differentiator. Chapter 7, come back. Back to 16 branches nationwide. Thank you to Hannah and Miss Rachel for the support. Let's go. Ito ang SM Fairview. Noon, na nag-open kami, guys, tignan nyo, yung spread. Dahil pandemic time pa to eh. Di ba? Grabe. Pero ngayon, jam-pack na. Next. So again, this time, we're more intentional, we're more structured, and we're more sustainable. Next. Yan. Ngayon, we have FranCorp by our side. Si FranCorp po ang nagpalaki kay Jollibee, Potato Corner, Turk Shawarma, Shawarma Shack. So kasi sila Jollibee kailangan ng tulong, paano pa kaya kami? And so, we're partners with FranCorp. They developed our operations manual. Kung kanina DIY, ngayon, nasa 600 to 700 pager operations manual na. Next. Humility as a business strategy. Ba't nandyan yan? Next. I thought we were bulletproof. Okay? But FranCorp showed the cracks. Nung pumasok si FranCorp, doon niya pinakita na ito yung mga mali sa business. And so, we developed again. So, parang, kaya very stressful. 1 year. Yung 10 years worth of business, kinompress into 1 year para mag-operate at para makapag-sell ng franchises ng maayos. No? So, ganun po yun. Yan. Yan ang pinagdaanan namin. Next. Body transformation. Next. Uy, grabe. 80-pound weight loss. Ito po nung pinakapayat ko. So, it was 80 pounds. And then, reversal of pre-diabetes. Okay? Kasi we had to show that our products were really effective. Hindi lang siya marketing. Next po. Back reviews. Yan. Kaya, effective ang products natin and yung core principles of how it became very effective, no, ina-apply natin sa lahat ng products natin. Okay? And then, Ms. Rachel, diba, si D-Husk. Finally, we're partnered with D-Husk. Si D-Husk po, yan ang coconut milk ni Nadine Lustre. Okay? Next, labas tayo, active detox and fasting detox dahil marami pong Pickleball. Right, perfect. Lesson 1? Fail fast. Catch mistakes early, change course tomorrow. Okay? Kasi kung hindi, mahal po mag-continue ng business with mistakes. Product versus location. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, di ba? If it's not selling, lalo na kung na-test nyo na yung product, it's not the product's fault anymore. No? Umalis kayo sa location na yun, lumipat kayo sa iba. That is why ang pinupush ko lagi for the Daily Detox is carts, the kiosks and counters para pwedeng i-relocate. Okay? Because I can already attest to it na ang product gusto ng tao eh. Pero minsan, pangit lang ang pwesto mo. Next. Ayan, I have no doubts. But you have to cut your losses and you have to move. Okay? Next. Lesson 3, relationships. Okay, kailangan yung i-maintain ang relationships ninyo. Next. Bakit? Kasi, for example, with SM, maganda ang relationship natin with SM. So kahit 2 years ka nang hindi nakapagbayad sa kanya, okay lang sa kanya, pinagbayad na lang niya after ng pandemic, at may installment pa. Alright? So maintain relationships, build relationships, and maintain them. Next, systematize. Okay? So ang business is not a machine. Hindi siya parang patay-sunog problem mo, but it's a system. Okay, next. So you work on the business, not in it. Alam niyo yung feeling na yun? Ito, kailangan ko ito gawin. Ako yung kaha. Di ba, ako na yung mag-juice, blah, 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 ako na yung mag-slice. Okay, guess yun? Pero effectively, pagka business owner ka, ako na yung magko-compute ng ganito, ano ba yung daily sales, ganyan. Dapat, huwag ka dun. Talo ka dun eh. You have to work on top of it. And then, meron ka lang minomonitor ng mga KPIs. Meron ka dashboard, no? So, next. Lesson 5. Cash is king. Alam niyo ba yon? Naririnig niyo ba yon? But, cash flow is kinger. Cash flow is kinger. Okay? Yung cash mo, cash flow. Dapat dumadaloy. Diba? Ano bang tawag sa cash? Current assets. Diba? Liquid assets. Okay? Kailangan gumagalaw yan. Kaya siya currency. Kasi kailangan para siyang water current, para siyang electric current. If that stops, you die. Ganun kasimple. Parang blood flow. Pag nag-stop, you die. Okay, gets na. Okay. Before pandemic, 100,000 cups ang kailangan yung orderin. Ha? That was 350,000 pesos, more or less. After the pandemic, binabaan nila yung MOQ nila. Pwede ka na magpa-print ng 1,000 cups. Pero sobrang taas nung price. No? So ngayon, minsan, kailangan mo talaga mag-adjust. Kailangan, konti lang ang bibilihin mo para ma-maintain mo yung cash flow. Kasi kung meron ka ng 350,000, ba't mo bibilin to? Wala ka pang prutas, wala ka pang asukal, wala ka pang kahit ano. Gets? Next. Protect your margins. Yan ang naging recent problem ko. I realized na may critical flaw sa pricing namin. That's why we had to adjust. If we didn't adjust, mamamatay yung buong negosyo. So, in-adjust namin yung margins because kailangan mo as a franchisor and franchisee, win-win-win situation. Win si franchisor, I have my margins. Win si franchisee, may margin sila. And of course, the customers have to win it because your products are competitively priced. Okay? Next. It's okay to not have a Rolex. Next. Okay. Tutong Daytona Submariner Starbucks. Ganda niyan, grabe. Pero binenta ko. Ayan binenta ko kay Paring G. Pero bakit ko ginawa yon? Ano ba talaga ang focus ko? Perceived status? How people think about me? Or how people look at me? Diba? Or my life's work? Diba? Ano tinutukan ko? I chose my life's work. And I will choose it over and over again. Okay? Kahit nakaubad na ako dito, para lang maibigay ko yung clothes ko sa negosyo. Bawal ba? Yun. Diba? Franchising is the best gift I can give the Filipinos. Yung best gift na maibibigay ko. Because I want the Philippines or the Filipinos to run businesses. But I realized after 11 years, parang napakahirap din pala. Napakamahal, napakagastos. Pag nagkamali kayo, napakagastos. There were so many moments in my business life na parang pwede na siya mag-stop. Alam ni Hana ko, ilang beses ako nag-try mag-apply ng trabaho. Nag-a-apply ako ng work. Tapos, Pagka sinasabi na sa akin kung magkano ako, sasabihin ko, wow, may asim pa pala ako. Pero do I really wanna do it? Kasi if I pursue my work, mawawalan ako ng time for the business. Diba? So ganun, kailangan may dedication tayo. Diba? So next. Kaya, franchising is because high risk, ang business is high risk, high return. But franchising is medium risk, but still with high returns. Pag sinabi kong low risk ang franchising, nagsisinungaling ako. But it's medium risk. Okay? Because we're working together. Experience plus guidance, ba? Next. So systematized ang business natin, battle-tested, and it's pandemic survived, di ba? We made the red mark so you won't have to. We made the mistakes basically so that you don't have to. Next. Time freedom. Guys, 3 lessons na lang. Time freedom. Kaya nyo ba gusto mag-business kasi gusto niya ng time freedom? No? Ayaw mo? So, yes and no. Alright, next. Wala kang time freedom kapag lagi kang nagpapatay sunog. Patay sunog problems. Yan yung pagka, sir, may nabasag na jar, ano pong gagawin namin dito? Ganito ganyan. Pag nag-start ka as a business owner, sasagutin mo lahat yan kasi ikaw yung owner eh. Sir, kulang po ng 10 pesos dito, ano gagawin? Sige, ganito gawin mo dyan. Sir, sarado na po yung bangko, ano gagawin? Di ba? Okay lang sa'yo yun, kasi okay, alam ko naman eh. But, mauubos oras mo. So, magkakaroon ka lang ng real time freedom kung may SOP. Di ba? Kasi, ibig sabihin, kaya hindi nila alam po anong gagawin nila kasi hindi nyo na ituro yung SOP. Kaya sinasabi ko sa inyo, work on the business rather than in the business. Kaya ang franchising is basically working on the business. Kasi ginawa na namin lahat. Cloud dashboards, real-time sales, automated audits, built-in HR. May mga tools kami, may mga business tools kami that we provide the franchisees. Next. So technology brings back or gives back your time. So again, lesson 10, embrace technology, stay ahead of the curve. May AI na, we use AI to interpret the sales data. I can ask AI now kung magkano yung average daily sales from March, for example, March 15 to April 15. Kunyari, yun ang gusto kong malaman. Ibibigay niya sa akin at in an instant. Pag tao yan, matagal. Next. Know your metrics. Know your metrics. Okay? Metrics, ha? Next. Online metrics. Ang metrics nyo pag online ang business nyo, ano? Pag online, nagbebenta ka online, ano ang metrics mo? Lead generation. Kaya ka gumagawa ng ads para magkaroon ka ng leads, para may magtanong sa'yo, tapos sasagutin mo. Diba? Pero pag may brick and mortar store ka, which are normally mga fina-franchise dyan, pati yung amin na pinapa-franchise namin. Diba? Anong metrics natin? Foot traffic. Okay? Yun ang metrics mo. Because a bad location can never be saved by good marketing. Mahirap lang sa amin from the admin standpoint kasi dalawang pinapatakbo namin. Online store, okay? So, thedailydetox.com.ph and yung offline store. So, remember what I told you? Today, we showed you the mistakes. Ayan. So, yan yung mga pagkakamali natin, na pinagdaanan po natin. Everyone became a lesson. So I didn't just build the Daily Detox built me. So yun, those mistakes don't belong to me anymore. They belong to you. Okay? You don't do business for yourself. You don't do business for yourself. You do it to serve others. Tatandaan yan. You do it to serve others. Hindi ito makasariling trabaho. Pag nagnegosyo ka, it's always about them. Okay? The only way you can stay in this game for so long is by serving others. Vision mo, mission mo is, di ba, it's to serve them. Be obsessed about your customers, pero kailangan genuine. Kasi kung hindi, para saan? Lilipat ka ng ibang negosyo, lilipat ka ng ibang gagawin mo. Kasi hindi mo iniisip yung serving your customers. Next. Opportunities. Yan, are God's blessings. Natandaan niyo yan, Challenges, like what I went through, are also opportunities. Pag pinapahirapan ka na sa buhay mo, magpasalamat ka. Diba? Because opportunity yun to grow, opportunity yun to improve. Therefore, challenges are God's blessings. Guys, hard work is blessed by God. Okay? you do good, hard work, daily detox, and consistently, you will be successful. Daily, good, hard work. You will be successful. Huwag niyong titigilan. Parang ako, hindi ko tinitigilan. So,
Let's go.
thank you.
One of our speakers, and now final speech
Thank you.
practice is
Banda tayo dito.
And to all of our guests, we invite you to our main stage. So, ng ating expo mo, be a warning as well. And alas na sa Lagaya. So, please take this time to...
Ako, so, si Hana na.
Si Hana.
Ako, follow niyo ako. Social media.
Yes.
Detox King. I will detox your health, detox your wealth. Thank you, Yan. Thank you, Thank you, sa pagsagot. Really?
We do
Alright.
business as well. I'm really
Alright.
actually
Sige.
forming my firm in the next future. I'm under a broker now, so
Ah,
I'm
alright.
looking into your struggle, so I would learn from them when I build.
Thank you. And sakto, may gusto ko na property sa Angeles.
Well, I'll get your...
Sige, hindi, I'll message you. Hindi ako nagdadala ng ano eh. Sakit ko yun eh.
We actually have a partner construction here, so we
Really?
build and sell.
Ayun,
So if you would
perfect.
be having...
Sige, if you have
any
projects, no? Kiosk ka, no?
Yes po.
Sige, ma'am, thank you, Yan, thank
We
you.
actually had po. We built offices in Mega World, like yung mga fit-outs. We're partnered with Mega World.
How about mga kiosks,
Yes,
mga
we
counters,
can po.
ganun yan. Kasi para lalo na pag nagpapa-franchise.
Yes,
marami.
para po in Pampanga, you have a local supplier na lang po para cheaper.
Yes, oo. Tsaka pwede ko kayong paglabanin sa mga bidding contracts, di ba?
Yeah.
Ma'am,
Hazel po.
Hazel. Miss
Yes.
Hazel, thank you, Oo,
I'm really
nice to
inspired
meet you,
by her.
Nako, hindi naman. Etchos lang yan, Oo. Uy, sige. Thank you, Oo. Ay, selfie. Ay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Ayan, sige, yan. Thank you, Mag-franchise ba kayo?
One day ba?
Thank you, Kanina nakita ko, natutulog naman kayo, eh. Ay, hindi ba? Salamat, Thank you. Tourism din ba kayo? Or... perfect. Ang business talaga. Yan ang kailangan natin, accounting. Oo nga, no. Sige. 2 years. Hintayin namin kayo, Thank you, Opo. Pinutin mo lang.